And a report of a tornado. Dangerous weather pounds the tri-state area. Good evening, I'm Mario Bosquez. What a night it was. Powerful storms swept through. One walk outside, you know, it's wet out there. Here's what's happening right now. 6,800 Long Island homes cannot watch this broadcast because they don't have power. There was a special marine weather warning, for Long Island Sound. And the sounds of hail, that's right, hail, in Bergen County, New Jersey. And in Englewood, New Jersey, lightning struck several people. Eric Glasser joins us now from Englewood Hospital with their condition and the latest on that story. Eric?
Mario, you are not kidding. Some horrendous weather sweeping across the tri-state area tonight. Nowhere, however, was it more ferocious than here in Englewood, New Jersey, where lightning has landed 6 people here in Englewood Hospital. Now, police tell us that it started about 5 o'clock this evening. More than 2,000 people had gathered at nearby McKay Park for the 4th annual Colombian Heritage Festival. When the rain started pouring down, people ran for cover. A few ran under a tree which was hit by lightning. The bolt left a 10-foot gouge in a tree and injured a half a dozen people standing nearby. 5 of them, we are told, should be okay, but one woman in her late 30s is in critical condition tonight here inside the hospital's intensive care unit.
One of them was brought in unresponsive and not breathing, was put on a ventilator. She was probably the one that was struck directly. We can't tell. None of the witnesses are able to even tell us where she was standing when it happened. She has become more responsive to the point that she's needed sedation to continue her on the ventilator, which is a good sign.
And I saw the thunder line, going to the tree, and I see 4 people fall down at the same time, that's
right down on the ground.
Everybody ruined, the police and everybody ruined, to see what happened with these people,
Now again, police tell us that of the 5 other people injured, 1 of them was a pregnant woman, 2 of them were children ages 4 and 10, but they should be okay. Reporting live from Englewood, New Jersey, Eric Glasser, Fox News. Mario, back to you.
Okay, Eric, thanks for that report. Storms also whipped through Farmingdale, Long Island, but was it a twister? Neighbors say it sure sounded like one. The National Weather Service could confirm that by tomorrow. Look at the tree. Ripped from its roots, the wind ripped down dozens of trees all over town. The streets are soggy. Several flooded out, made driving very slippery. And a wave of trouble in Harlem, as you can see. Harlem River Drive was just that, a river. You try driving through this. Who needs a car? A boat and paddle would do. Cars lost brakes, drivers lost patience. A wet and soggy ride there for sure. So the big question tonight, will these skies let loose again? Joe Moreno's on the lookout for us. First on Fox Weather. Joe, you're on.
Well, Mario, luckily the storms are dying down. So it looks like until about midnight there's still a slight chance, but the major storms have now left the area. But again, that possible tornado in Farmingdale, Long Island. This is, of course, unconfirmed. The National Weather Service needs to get out there, and then by tomorrow we can let you know. But anyway, there was a lot of damage and a lot of tree damage as well. Now, the reason why, we told you about this trough of low pressure last night. In fact, we warned you about lightning last night if you were watching us. And unfortunately, we had the tragedy of people getting struck. Don't get on the trees and get off the phone. Very important during a thunderstorm. Now, we have another system to the west that will be crossing the area probably Tuesday. But in the meantime, we have some high pressure that will be sailing in. So tomorrow, a little bit nicer. Let's take a ride now with the radar. Look at this red blotch here. That is a storm that went through Bergen and Passaic County. It moved across the Bronx and then southward across the area of central Long Island. Another line moved through, and a third line now getting northwest Connecticut. So 3 lines of very, very intense storms that move through. Luckily, they'll be going away. So forecast for tonight, becoming partly cloudy. Storms possible till around midnight, about 73 degrees, 66 to 72 in the suburbs. And it gets a little better for tomorrow, perhaps, too. Lower humidity. Now back to you.
And warn us you did. We'll see you later. Thank you, Joe.
Injuring 6 people and leaving a major mess. The injuries came when lightning struck in the middle of a festival in New Jersey. Partygoers were stuck with no place to go. And what's being classified as a possible tornado ripped through the central part of Long Island, yanking trees from the ground and causing quite a bit of damage. The storms rolled through without much warning, bringing torrential rains and intense winds. Lucy Yang begins our coverage. She's live in Englewood, New Jersey. Lucy?
Sarah, the storm through this area didn't last very long. Police report only about 15 minutes, but it packed quite a high voltage punch. Half a dozen people are hospitalized tonight after being struck by lightning. What began as the third annual Columbian Day Festival at McKay Park in Englewood, New Jersey today suddenly turned into a frightening assault from Mother Nature. A fierce thunderstorm rolled over the area, sending 2,000 festival goers scrambling for cover. Many sought shelter under the trees, and that's when lightning struck this evergreen, rolled down the bark and hit 6 people underneath, including a pregnant woman and a child.
They were just had their eyes open. They looked, they were shaking, just looking at us. That's all. We weren't responding to anything. The people were just screaming.
I actually felt the shock of the lightning, and we were running across the field, and another bolt of lightning hit and was running towards, and we just ran and told them we had people down and to get ambulances here, but it was pretty much pandemonium at that point.
These 2 officers helped carry the victims to ambulances, including the pregnant woman who is now listed in stable condition. All 6 patients were rushed to Englewood Hospital tonight. The most seriously wounded were told Lydia Vanegas, admitted in critical condition. The other 5 now listed as stable. Neurologist Nancy Muller describing what it's like to have a bolt of lightning rip through your body.
I mean, it's like giving someone uncontrolled electroshock therapy that they give someone who is having problems mentally.
We were there.
What was it like?
It was really, we thought it was a bomb or something like that. It was really terrible.
Now, the neurologist tells me they will be keeping the patients overnight for observation. The 6 who were struck by lightning, thankful to be alive tonight. We are live outside the hospital in Englewood, New Jersey. Lucy Yang, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
This sudden and dangerous system cut a path of destruction through Long Island. In Babylon, thunderstorms ripped the roofs off 2 businesses on Sunrise Highway. In Farmingdale, residential neighborhoods got the brunt of the bruising. A sudden and violent summer storm turned this Farmingdale roadway into a lake, a summertime opportunity taken full advantage of by area children. The Long Island Lighting Company says downed trees and power lines are responsible for at least 6,800 homes losing power. This home video shot at the height of the storm shows sheets of rain, the wind whipping this swing set back and forth. Hardest hit in the aftermath was this home, where trees tumbled like bowling pins, limbs splintering into toothpicks. William Hills felt the power of Mother Nature firsthand.
I was inside, and all of a sudden, everything on the ground just lifted up. It was raining, it was pouring, and then everything lifted straight up. And just the trees started falling, sparks came down.
Amazingly, however, no injuries. And despite the fact roots were ripped from the ground, nearly flipping concrete walkways, the National Weather Service tonight is not yet calling the storm that caused such a splash a tornado.
We lost 4 trees, the boat, and the roof of the house.
The wild weather passed through so fast, a lot of us were left asking, where did it come from? Veronica is here now to tell us. Veronica?
Thank you, Sarah. Well, the storm system developed in southern New Jersey, or actually western New Jersey, right around southern Morris County. Here, the storm system quickly cranked on to the east at about 30 miles per hour, causing a lot of rain here in southern Passaic, southern Bergen County, drove right through Manhattan down to Nassau in Suffolk County. And of course, it's right down there that the storm system soon made its way out to sea. A lot of rain with the storm system. I'll show you just how much in a few minutes, and we're going to take a look at Monday's weather also. Sarah?
All right, thanks, Fee. Meantime, in southern New Jersey, residents are still cleaning up after a tornado that struck last night. The twister left a path of destruction in Deptford, downing trees and power lines. Fortunately, no one was hurt. That same storm is being blamed for an oil spill along the Delaware River. 42,000 gallons of fuel seeped into the river after high winds ruptured a pipeline, moving the oil from a tanker to the shore.
Long Island. We're just lucky no one was killed. Eric Glasser looks at the cleanup starting on Long Island in South Farmingdale.
A flash of light, a gust of wind, and just seconds later, this is all that was left of Bill Hill's home. Trees ripped from the